Python recursive folder read. I have a C++/OBC background and I am just discovering Python, been writing it for about an hour. I am writing a script to recursively read the contents of text files in a folder structure. The problem I have is the code I have written will only work for one folder deep. I can see why in the code, see #hardcoded path, I just don't know how I can move forward with Python since my experience with it is only brand new. Python code.
Make sure you understand the three return values of os.walk. Has the following meaning: root, current path which is walked through; subdirs, files in root of type directory; files, files in root, not in subdirs, of type other than directory. And please use os.path.join instead of concatenating with a slash. Your problem is file path equals rooter +/ file. You must concatenate the currently walked folder instead of the topmost folder. So that must be file path equals os.path.join root file. btw file is a built-in, so you don't normally use it as variable name. Another problem are your loops, which should be like this, for example. If you didn't know, the with statement for files is a shorthand.
If you are using Python 3.5 or above, you can get this done in one line. As mentioned in the documentation, if recursive is true, the pattern will match any files and 0 or more directories and subdirectories. If you want every file, you can use
Agree with Dave Webb. os.walk will yield an item for each directory in the tree. Fact is, you just don't have to care about subfolders. Code like this should work.
TL. Doctor, this is the equivalent to find type F to go over all files in all folders below and including the current one. As already mentioned in other answers, os.walk is the answer, but it could be explained better. It's quite simple. Let's walk through this tree. With this code, the current path is the current folder it is looking at. This will output so it loops 3 times, because there are 3 folders, the current one, docs and pics. In every loop, it fills the variables folders and files with all folders and files. Let's show them. This shows us So in the first line, we see that we are in folder dot, that it contains two folders, namely pics and docs, and that there is one file, namely to-do.txt. You don't have to do anything to recurse into those folders, because as you see, it recurses automatically and just gives you the files in any subfolders. And any subfolders of that, though we don't have those in the example. If you just want to loop through all files, the equivalent of find type F, you can do this. This outputs
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.